Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Time for Papa's comic books, coffee, and more. Welcome back to the channel. Papa's Posse is Papa's comic books, coffee, and more. Today we have the new Teen Titans, number 20, 60 cents back in 1982. Title of the story, Dear Mom and Dad, by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Now, before we begin, don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's see what's happening. Dear Mom and Dad, it's been a pretty typical week here with the new Teen Titans. It started as a changeling and cyborg were hunting a new supervillain called the Disruptor in the sewer. My stomach sank as I saw Wonder Girl plummet toward the East River. Yeah, all in all, a pretty typical week. Your loving son, Wally. P.S. Send money. They are the best there is. The changeling, shapeshifter, supreme cyborg, half man, half robot, Kid Flash, Super Speech, the Raven Mistress, Magic Robin, the Teen Wonder, Starfire, Alien Powerhouse, and Wonder Girl, the amazing Amazon. Together they are the new Teen Titans. Titans Tower, New York City. So many things are changing, aren't they? I guess when it comes right down to it, I'm rather staid in my ways, but change always seems to upset me just a little. Not nearly as spontaneous as or wild as other Titans. Well, someone's got to be normal. Though, why does normal sound like a disease when I say it? Good heavens, man. He's got terminal normalcy. You see him, Manfred? He's normal. But if normal means generally liking things or being happy or having parents I love and can turn to, well, I like being normal. Mom and Dad, you raised little Wally rather well, don't you? Didn't you? Maybe it's the time I let you know how I feel. Dear Mom and Dad, I've never told you too much about my life as a kid, Flash. Maybe it was my way of keeping you from worrying. But things have happened lately that I want you to know about. It didn't begin with me, however. It started as two other Titans, Cyborg and Changeling, were hunting a new supervillain called the Disruptor deep in the sewers below New York. Hey, my sound amplifier is picking up some solution coming from that tunnel. Yeah, we've finally got that creep caught, Rustbot. Cyborg is a strange character. He's tough, street-born, and sometimes he can be really mean. I just can't figure out how he became friends with the Changeling. Who's our youngest Titan? And if you want my opinion, Mom and Dad, sometimes the most overbearing. I don't think I've ever seen him serious. Gotta tell you, Glitters, I don't understand the Disruptor jerk. He keeps popping up trying to kill us and then takes off again, right? Yeah, I know a kid. Listen, the tunnels meet up ahead, so I'm saying we split up. Go it, salad head. Yeah, Chrome Dome, I got it. You think I'm stupid, huh? Don't worry, it's Cybe. My bat's radar will home in on our would-be assassin. The changeling's a shapeshifter, so he took the form of a bat and swooped through those foul-smelling tunnels. Aha, found him right off. Face it, you're solid gold. No wonder the girls all love you. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the changeling's got a non-stop ego and a mouth to match. Let me tell you about the Disruptor. He was young, but man, he is dangerous and had the power to disrupt the normal flow of things. We learned how he got those powers, but they came later. Well, if it isn't the big bad wolf himself. Why don't we play Little Red Riding Hood and I'll be the woodsman, eh? Changeling, I've been looking for you. No, Red's supposed to say what big eyes you have. I'm not playing games with you, Changeling. I know you just don't like your role. Tell you what, Rumpty, I'll be the big bad wolf. And now you say what big teeth you have, Grandma. Whoops. I'm not a wolf, am I? I'm a typical New York sewer gator. Or am I a crocodile? I never get them right. I haven't the time for games, Changeling. I don't like this as it is, and I certainly don't want to prolong things. I've been changed back. How did you do that? I merely disrupted your power, Changeling. As easily as I can disrupt the flow of blood in your veins. Mom, Dad, you know superheroing can be dangerous. It can also be deadly. And I'm sure the Changeling must have thought just then, oh, Lord, that was the Changeling. Never heard him scream out like that before. Internal computer places him about 60 yards straight ahead. The infrared lens lets me see in the godforsaken cesspool. Just don't be hurt, pal. For God's sake, don't be hurt. I wrote before the cyborg could be mean, but there's another side to him, a tender, caring side. Cyborg's still an enigma to me. He has this edge to him. I can't yet understand anyway. He's a good man, but at that point, he was also an angry one. You, blast you, man, what have you done to him? If he's dead, disrupted, nothing on earth will stop me from ripping you apart. Oh, he's not yet deceased, Cyborg, but he will be. As will you. I've been given a job to do, and it's one I have to see through to the end. Hold it, man. What in blazes are you doing? My legs won't move. I can't control my cyborg parts. Cyborg stands for cybernetic organism, something part human and part machine. So not being able to control his mechanical parts, Cyborg fell, stiff as the Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz. You see, Cyborg, it was only a matter of time before one of you Titans fell. My father made certain I would be stronger than you. And now to finish things off with a flourish, I disrupt the flow of water in those rusty old pipes. And in less than 10 minutes, both of you will drown while I report back to my father. He'll be pleased with my success. I'm sure he'll be very pleased. I can't move. Changeling, you hear me? The play's up to you, man. Don't let me down. Come on, buddy, open your eyes. Get up, get up. It hurts to move, Cyborg. It really hurts. You got a pal, or else we're both dead, mate. Lord, the water's covering his face, no matter how much it hurts. I gotta do something. I gotta save Cyborg. Barely strong enough to keep himself from sinking under, the Changeling vanished into the muck, but just a moment later. Oh, thank heaven you did it, buddy. You did, but how? Forget it, pal. After all, I knew we'd get out of this death trap. Haven't you ever heard about my all-purpose escape clause? What can I tell you, Mom and Dad? The Changeling just has no shame. But I'm not really getting to the point of this letter, am I? It's sometimes hard writing down your innermost thoughts and emotions, but if I can't tell you about them, who can I tell? Changeling and the Cyborg had lost the Disruptor's trail, and so they returned to Titan's Tower. Escape clause, get it? He changed Changeling back to human, frozen by mechanical parts, and somehow opened those sewer pipes. Robbie, he won't be easy to stop. Blast, I don't like this Cyborg. He's outguessed me at every turn. Instead of some hero, I feel like a stupid kid. But we almost had him, Robin. People have lost fortunes betting on Almost Starfire. I should have had this all figured out by now. What's wrong with me these days? What's with the self-desperation? You know you're good. Do I? I wish I did. Wonder Girl. With you guys, it seems like I'm hot stuff. A know-it-all. But I've been back with the Batman again. And next to him, I feel like I'm a stupid kid repeating 5th grade for the 3rd time. And now this, the Disruptor's as young as we are. Why haven't I figured him out by now? Why? You know, I always thought of Robin as someone infallible, so much better than me, always with every answer right at his fingertips. It came as quite a shock to discover that just like me, he sometimes has a feet of clay. I guess sometimes we're all insecure about ourselves. But if Robin's worrying surprised me, Wonder Girl sent me for a loop. Shh, he's coming. Hey, where is everyone? Why are the lights out, man? Happy birthday, Tinhead. What in the world? How'd you people know? Look at Mr. Borg. He's shy, isn't he? Come on, Rusty. Join the fun. It's all for you. This is a wonderful idea. We don't have birthday parties on Tamaran. Happy birthday, Cyborg. Yeah, thanks, Starfire. Sure, you're 19 today. Join the crowd. 19 youngsters, children. 19 youngsters, children. Terry, you're just jealous because you're almost middle-aged. Hey, 29's not middle-aged, is it? Oh, my Raven, how are you? Oh, good. I am well, Wallace, and you? Man, you can cut the tension between us with a dulled down butter knife. You don't seem to be enjoying yourself sometime. Something wrong? No, excuse me, Wallace. Yeah, sure. To tell you all about Raven, would you fill up 100 letters? So let me get back to the party, which was fun. As usual, Changeling was making a jackass of himself, but he was the life of the party. He really kept the place hopping. And the only one who wasn't enjoying herself then was the Wonder Girl. She walked off with Terry Long. That's the guy I told you about. He's divorced, a college teacher, and they seem to love each other very much. No, Terry's nothing wrong, do you ask? Because love, I'm not blind to your little quirks. Want to talk? It's really insignificant, Terry. Great, then we'll be back to the party in no time. So, it's birthdays, Terry. You don't like birthday parties? No, just birthdays. I don't think about it over here. I don't know when mine is. How could I when I don't know who I am? I don't know my age or even my real name. I don't think about it often, honey, but at times like this, well, I can't avoid thinking. I've tried everything to get the truth and I failed. And sometimes it really hurts, not knowing. Sometimes I wake up crying. Can we go, Terry? I'm not in the mood right now. Sure, honey. Besides, I've got the late seminar to go to. By the way, you tell Cyborg that Sarah Sims came to me. Yeah, he just nodded and walked away. He didn't say a word, just walked away. Before I tell you about Sarah Sims, you have to know more about Cyborg. His mother died in the accident that destroyed his body. His father, who outfitted him with steel form, just recently died. Sarah Sims is a girl he met. She teaches paraplegic kids. Well, one of our enemies kidnapped Sarah a few months back. And Cyborg blames himself on what happened. He's refused to see her ever since. It's strange, but hearing all those other problems sort of brought out all of my own. For so long, I couldn't decide whether to go to college or be a Kid Flash that I never realized I could try to do both. And then there was Raven. I told you a little about her. Maybe you could tell that I really love her. Even though that love is never reciprocated, not ever in any way. Raven, why does Cyborg birthday make me think about Tamarin? It's been almost 7 years since I've been back home. I ache to see my parents again, and I long to see my little brother, Ryander. Little brother, he must be nearly as old as the Changeling. He is 11. He is even alive. Or Raven, you don't know how it feels. I don't even know if Tamarin still exists. Starfire, her real name is Princess Corian, is from another world. Boy, talk about hard lives. She was kidnapped at 12, beaten, tortured, hurt in so many ways it hurts to even think about them. I needed some fresh air to think things out. I took my binoculars to look at New York's skyline at night. It's so beautiful, Mom and Dad. So unlike the flat plains of Blue Valley. That's when I saw Wonder Girl gliding across the city. I watched her for a while, then suddenly she clutched her side. I could tell she had been badly hurt. But what could hurt an Amazon? I stared in horror for too long. I think then my stomach sank, and as I Wonder Girl plummet toward the East River, she fell like then I saw her, the disruptor and the return. Well, I'm sure I don't have to tell you. I felt it as I was watching the leering, grinning ghoul, and maybe I was stupid in not alerting the others, but I took off with all my super speed, and I ran fast that I didn't sink into the water, but instead skimmed over its surface. Less than 3 seconds later, I was setting up a whirlwind to knock the disruptor all the way from New York to Cincinnati. Only I had forgotten how dangerous the disruptor's powers could be. Somehow he had changed the direction of my whirlwind. Instead of hitting him, it blasted right back into me. I did it. I can't believe it, but I got 2 more Titans. Changeling and Cyborg, Wonder Girl, and now Kid Flash. There's only 3 left. This way, sir. He is waiting. Did you see that? Henry, I killed Flash. Dad's going to be proud. Dad, he's dead. I sent his wind funnel right back at him. There's no way he could have survived this impact. You jerk. I could name dozen different ways. Never underestimate his kind. Come on, Dad. I saw him fall. Do you forget who I am, Michael? I am Brains Belden. I have battled the Batman to a standstill. I know how these superpowered simpletons ply their trade. If you did not personally see a dead body, he is not dead. Which makes you as much an idiot as they are. How could you possibly be so my son? But Dad, I did what you wanted, didn't I? I went out to kill your enemies. And you failed, Michael. You failed? Of course I wasn't dead. When I saw the wind turn, I vibrated at super speed, let most of it pass harmlessly through me. Then, after I pulled Wonder Girl out of the water and made sure she was be all right, I took after the limousine. Now I didn't want to attack this Brains Belden creep or his son until I found out what they were after. So I remained practically invisible while the limo drove to East Hampton, Long Island, a place so posh that didn't wash dirty cars, they buy new ones. I'm not a failure, Dad. I do my best, I swear I do. I don't want to kill the Titans, but I'm doing it for you. I'd do anything for you, Dad, if only you'd say something nice to me just once. Michael, you're an incompetent Neanderthal. You must take after your mother's family. She was a beautiful, magnificent creature, but you could pass her brains through the eye of a needle and still have room left over the woolen yarn. I was foolishly counting on you, Michael. If you could destroy the Titans in the suit I designed, the Hive would have given me their prized seat. Like me, they are scientists who have previously lost battles to various superheroes, but they have all learned to cooperate and use their mutual skills to make them undefeatable. We had battled the Hive for months, and this was the first time I knew about that group was all about. Sometimes Dad has told me I don't think before I act. Well, Dad, you're right. Maybe I was getting cocky, but I decided right then to grab Belden and his son by myself. What? His bodyguard grabbed for his gun. Okay, Belden, you're next. But before it could clear his holster, he was out for the night. So you killed him, did you? Then his blasted ghost has returned. Do something, you nitwit. Use that suit's power. Mom, I know how you get sometimes. If you prefer not reading what comes next, just skip to the next paragraph, Dad. If you're still there, well, never felt that way before. He's not getting the chance, Belden. Before he knows what hit him, he'll be... Oh, Dad, my heart suddenly went crazy. I think my blood pressure shot up over 200. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't fight back as the disruptor pounded on me, smashed at me. It was horrible. I would have been so glad to die just then, if only to stop the pounding pain. My God, it was awful. Fortunately, perhaps I was unconscious. Before much longer, okay? Tell him she can start reading again. Anyway, I woke up soon enough. Maybe too soon. I don't believe this Hive giant again. Don't you jerks ever give up? Belden, you failed in your first attempt at slaying a Titan. Yes, I know, my son, failed, but we've captured Kid Flash.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I would have been so glad to die just then, if only to stop the pounding pain. My God, was it awful. Fortunately, perhaps I was unconscious before much longer. Could only, okay, tell Mom she can start reading again. Anyway, I woke up soon enough, maybe too soon. I don't believe this. The Hive again? Don't you jerks ever give up? Belden, you failed in your first attempt at slaying a Titan. Yes, I know, my son failed, but we've captured Kid Flash, and this time I'll make sure he doesn't survive. I want that 7th seat, and he'll get it. The disruptor's preventing me from running out of here, though that doesn't stop me from using my super speed powers to set up vibrations that will carry all the way to Titan's Tower, and pray they do what Robin and I set up long ago in a case of emergencies like this. Titan's Tower. He just hit me with those disrupting powers, and I feel like your proverbial brick. And what of Kid Flash? He wasn't there when I... Boom! Raven, Wonder Girl, Starfire. That was a sonic boom. Kid Flash's signal, isn't it? Cyborg has the most extensive science background of any of us. He used his body, computer sensors, to trace my sonic boom's trajectory. But even with the Titan's abilities, it still seemed to take forever before. Are you all right? I am now, Wonder Girl. I certainly am now. Come on, you heroes. We found him. The Titans. But, Dad, I killed most of them. They can't be alive. You brainless dolt. Don't stand there whimpering. Stop them now and redeem yourself. But I know I killed them. I saw them die. I drowned too, and your father was right, Disruptor. You are a nitwit. You relaxed your disrupting powers long enough for me to break my bonds and put all out of commission. You handle him, Flasher. I got this one. You see, pal, I don't like it when thugs draw their guns. Don't call me nitwit. I don't like it when my father does, and I hate it when you do. He did it again, stopped me cold. Only this time he seemed to disrupt my shapes, my synapses. In my brain, no, Mom, it sounds worse than it felt. In fact, I felt nothing. Not even as I found myself spinning spastically across the room. Robin, watch! Poof! I'll show you now, Dad. I'm in full command of these powers. It was a terrible, Mom and Dad. Wonder Girl's lasso was uncontrollable. It swapped around her, pinning her. While Cyborg found half the mechanisms in his arm suddenly flare up and short circuit, Changeling spun out of control, unable to keep his animal shapes. While Starfire, the poor girl, felt her own solar power explode within her. You see, Father, I told you I would kill the Titans. The Hive will let you join them now, Dad. All because of me. No, Michael Belden, you have not shown your strength in defeating my friends. You have only shown my people such as you are to be pitied. Now, you will see how terrible the life you have sought to live can be. And perhaps, Michael Belden, you will change your ways before it is far too late. I don't know what the Disruptor saw, but I will never forget the look of utter horror tattooed on his face. It was awful. He screamed, and the screaming never seemed to stop. Oh no, I know now what it must be like to face your own hell, because God forgive him, Michael Belden surely must have seen his fate. A fate that was too terrible to accept. I stared for a long time at Raven, wondering how she was practices, preaches, and pacifies could be so totally cruel. You must have guessed why I was glaring at her. He would have allowed himself to kill just to satisfy his father's twisted madness. I could not allow that hatred to fester within him. My own father is one such as Belden, cruel, evil, merciless. Michael Belden had to learn how terrible that path could be. He had to see, or he might have embraced the evil that I chose to spurn. Michael Belden had reminded Raven of herself, and Trigon, it's the first time I ever thought of Raven in that night. Lord, what it must have been like for her to have a father who was total force for evil. Even how I shudder to think of it. It was all over, at least the action part of the story, but what really hurt was what happened next. Michael Belden refused to implicate his father. He insisted that the entire scheme was his. We had no proof we could show the district attorney, so Brains went free. While his son took a 10-year rap, Belden did visit his son the day after he began his sentence. Because of you, the Hive turned me down. You're an embarrassment, Michael, one I can no longer tolerate. But, Dad, I did my best. I tried for you. Can't you see that? All I see is a useless fool who has robbed me of my greatest dream. I no longer want to know you. I no longer want to associate with you. And I no longer want to see you again. You don't say that, Dad. Please don't say that. All I ever wanted was your love. You can't turn your back on me, Dad. Please. Don't do that to me, please. I love you, Dad. Dad, I love you. Don't go away, please. There was a family without love, and that got me thinking. I had just seen Robin desperately trying to live up to an image rather than being himself. Wonder Girl desperately wanted such a simple thing of her own identity, while Starfire only wanted the joy of knowing her family might still be alive. I never really understood Raven's traumas caused by Trigon or Cyborg's problems with Sarah Sims. I was always so wrapped up with my own problems and thinking no one else had any, but they do. You two have shown me the love Michael Belden never had. You encouraged me to myself, were there when I needed you, and I always felt I could talk to you and not be threatened by you because of your being there. I grew up into a full person. I wanted to say something I really hadn't said enough. Mom and Dad, I love you so very much. Love, Wally. Oh, there you are, Wally. Listen, I'm heading into Manhattan. Need anything? Want me to mail that letter for you? Mail it? Nah, I think I'll deliver it in person. Da-da-da-da. And that was the New Teen Titans, number 20, 60 cents from back in 1982. Hope you enjoyed that little reading. And don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And as Papa and Wally and all the Teen Titans always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.